So, being that I'm 31, I've been through some things that college and the education system as a whole did not prepare me for. There's just some few things about the education system that I don't quite agree with. Alright, so let's go back to how I grew up. I grew up in Gambia, which is the smallest country on the African mainland. Gambia is a former British colony. The official language of Gambia is English. I went to a British school. A prerequisite to graduate from a British school was French. I never understood that, and I questioned everybody about it. I questioned my teachers about it. I questioned my parents about it, but I always get hit with the, well, you never know when you might need it. I'm not gonna need it. Beautiful language, but I just didn't see the point in forcing that down my throat back in high school. Fast forward to college. I'm a business major. A couple of prerequisites I needed to graduate: world music, science. I took 2 science classes, biology and physics. Now, how is knowing the importance of Chinese music gonna help me as a businessman? It isn't. Even look at what I'm doing now as a real estate agent, which you don't need a degree for, but it's still in the realm of business. How is knowing what photosynthesis is gonna help me as an agent? How is knowing what Newton's first law gonna help me sell a house? It isn't. And that's what I'm trying to say. Pointless prerequisites. They tell us that, you need to go to school to get an education, and they're trying to scare you that you won't be successful unless you get a college degree. And in order for you to get that degree, you gotta go through all these prerequisites that is not gonna help you when you leave. So I'm gonna pay you money to teach me information that is not gonna benefit me, and most likely I'm gonna forget. And I consider myself lucky. I paid my way through college. Now my peers, they went with the other scenario. They borrowed money, paid you to teach them information that is not going to benefit them, most likely forgot, which is a loss in itself. But now they owe money. They're walking around with debt, and they have nothing to show for it other than that piece of paper that said that they graduated from X university. So I do believe the education system is flawed. I believe that we need to be teaching each other and definitely the next generation, beneficial information that's going to help them. Like, how do you balance a checkbook? How do you build credit? Things that they're going to need when they get older. I look at my niece, and she's 10 years old, and I'm thinking by the time she gets to college age, which is not too far away, college may be obsolete. She may not need to go to college. Like, you don't need to go through the middleman to make it now. Information is so readily available on our fingertips that, you can just go online and do courses like Udemy that you can just focus on whatever area that you're interested in. So I don't like talking about a problem without coming up with somewhat of a solution. I think first it begins with us. And by us, I mean my generation. First, we need to look at ourselves and see who we are and what we gravitate towards and go towards that, as opposed to trying to live up to, our parents' expectations or our society's expectations, and just trying to figure out who you are, what you're good at, and go in on that. And as we use that same tactic on ourselves, we should use that same tactic on the next generation. So, for instance, I'm looking at my niece right now, being 10 years old, and I'm watching her to see what she gravitates towards, what she naturally loves. And even though I'm not the father, but I'm her uncle, gently push her in that direction that she's just naturally going anyway, as opposed to telling her, do this, do this, do this. I feel the tone that I would have towards my children or my brother is having towards my niece would be different from the tone that our parents had towards us, which was, go to college, get a good job, work for 40 years, retire with a gold watch. That's success. Times have changed.